Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Leo, June 7, 2023. Today, the moon enters a home-oriented area of your chart for over 2 days, making you desire the comfort of familiar surroundings and familiar faces. In the first half of the day, there may be some tension as the moon pulls you inward, while Mars and Jupiter, in your sign, encourage you to assert your independence and keep your options open. The question of whether to play it safe or take a risk might leave you in a state of indecision, but this is only temporary. As the day progresses, it becomes easier to find ways to lighten your load and find a sense of ease. The current planetary configuration indicates that you can breathe a sigh of relief today. You can simply be yourself, and those around you, including your loved ones, won't demand more from you than engaging in pleasant conversations about non-difficult, non-awkward topics. Take this opportunity to relax and enjoy some downtime. With the moon in Leo, its ruling sign, your intuition may guide you in unexpected ways. You might feel more moody than usual during your workday as the moon squares your sign. It could be challenging to contain your emotions, especially if something bothersome or stressful occurs. If possible, create a sacred and homely space in your workplace to find solace when work becomes overwhelming. Prioritizing moments of peace can make your day more manageable. Friendships can be complex, and today you might engage in intense discussions with a friend that help you gain a deeper understanding of your social circle. Don't hesitate to express your long-held feelings on the matter. This could be an excellent opportunity to clear up misunderstandings and strengthen your bond. You enjoy a naturally harmonious atmosphere in your private life. You are increasingly becoming the center of attention and an important point of reference, which may bring additional responsibilities. However, you have an abundance of energy to support yourself, your family, and friends. You exude strength, calmness, and harmony, which strengthens the bonds with your loved ones. Rest assured that they will offer their support when you need it. You may find that you need to exert twice as much energy today to accomplish half as much as usual, but fortunately, you have some extra energy to spare. It is still a favorable time to tackle tasks and get things done. Your enthusiastic approach to life and laid-back attitude are captivating to potential romantic interests. When faced with choices, consider how genuinely interested the other person is in you. It could be a brief flirtation or the start of a more serious relationship. Don't be surprised if an older and wiser individual scolds you today. Someone in a position of authority might remind you to slow down or make some changes. Try not to get defensive and resist valuable advice that you may receive. Your emotions could feel challenged, and your ego may feel slighted, but it's important not to let this discourage you. This lesson in balance is crucial for you at this time. You may find yourself preoccupied with thoughts of your family throughout the day. Your devotion to your loved ones may not be expressed as often as it could be. Take advantage of the current energy to find various ways to show your love and appreciation. If you have to leave home for work, try to return as soon as possible to spend more time in this nurturing environment. Saturn, in its early days of retrograde motion in your relationships sector, begins a 5-month journey into the past. At the same time, Mercury, which recently turned direct in your career sector, starts to gain momentum. Mercury has only been in direct motion for a few days but enters its final week in your career sector today. This coincides with the moon creating positive energy and providing insights related to income, work, and career matters. The moon's departure from Leo has relieved some pressure on your relationships, but not before giving you a clearer understanding of what you want from your connections and what they require from you, especially with Saturn in retrograde motion. This period opens the door to the past and allows for introspection in your relationships. Our eyes in the sky. Yesterday, we experienced the relief of Mercury turning direct, but today, Saturn, a powerful planet, begins its retrograde journey while in progressive Aquarius. This combination urges us to engage in serious introspection regarding our future. It prompts us to consider what emotional investments are worth our attention and whether the areas of focus in our lives deserve the energy we've been giving them. Is karma pointing us in a new direction? While taking stock of our lives can be exhausting, the rewards are significant. Saturn's retrograde encourages us to place our careers in the spotlight of reflection for the next 4 months. This introspective work helps us establish long-term goals and discover innovative solutions for our life aspirations. By doing so, we increase our chances of reaching the success we've dreamed of and truly deserve. The main lesson during this introspective transit is to remain dedicated, put in the necessary work, and be open to expanding our minds in new directions when the time is right. The cosmic weather remains quiet for most of the day, until the Leo moon opposes Saturn in Aquarius, creating resistance. It may be challenging to communicate without fear or guilt seeping into our consciousness. We might also encounter obstacles preventing us from expressing ourselves due to authority figures or external circumstances. In such situations, it is best to approach them objectively and avoid allowing our pride to be wounded. Although we might feel stalled, it is essential to explore how denial can serve as a teacher. What can we learn from this moment without assigning blame for our disappointments? Instead of drawing rigid lines that may be difficult to retract later, it is beneficial to fully experience our feelings and process them in a mature manner. Later in the afternoon, the moon squares Mercury in Taurus, triggering self-doubt. This may lead us to question our own reasoning and create a sense of unrest, contributing to moodiness. At times, we may not even be fully aware of the true source of our angst, only understanding it in hindsight. However, this confrontation with self-doubt can be helpful as it forces us to re-examine our biases and how our behaviors influence our choices. Since we still have about 2 weeks until Mercury fully emerges from its post-retrograde shadow, this is an ideal opportunity to revisit old ground and adjust how we respond to familiar triggers. Following this, the moon enters a void of course phase for the remainder of the day, suggesting that self-reflection is a fitting use of our time.